In this video, we are going to be reviewing the Philips Wake Up Light. Let's get into it. The Philips Wake Up Light is a clinically proven light therapy lamp and alarm clock that's used to improve your energy, your sleep, and your general well-being. So as I was putting together this video, the alarm clock was ranked as number 12 out of all alarm clocks on Amazon, but as I recently checked, it actually bumped its way up to number 11. So basically, the Philips Light is an alarm clock that simulates the sunrise. So you set your alarm on here, and about 30 minutes before it goes off, the light will slowly start getting brighter and brighter until it's at its brightest when your alarm clock goes off. So first of all, why would you want an alarm clock like this? So if you are waking up in a dark room, you probably know how difficult it is to get up in the morning. And so being able to wake up with a light in your room is going to be very beneficial, not only for your energy levels when you're waking up, but also the health of your circadian rhythm. Your body's trained to produce certain hormones based on if there's sunlight or if there's lack of sunlight. And so having that light first thing in the morning is going to allow you to tweak those hormones and to feel more energetic a little more quickly in the morning. Now there's two ways that this would work. Number one, if you are a light sleeper, the light will actually cause you to wake up in the middle of a sleep cycle, which is gonna leave you more refreshed and more energetic when you actually open your eyes in the morning. There's a study on sleep inertia that if you're woken up in the middle of a deep sleep, you can actually be more tired for up to 4 hours after getting up during the day. Now, if you're a heavy sleeper, the alarm is going to wake you up out of your sleep like it normally does, but instead of opening your eyes to a dark room, you're now going to have a room that's pretty much fully lit. Now, the light is currently listed at $39.95 on Amazon, and if you're interested in checking it out, you can find the link in the bio. But Philips overall has a bunch of different models that range anywhere from $40 to about $200. So out of all their models, this one is going to be the lowest price. Now, the feel of the alarm clock is really interesting. So it has a very lightweight feel. Some people may describe it as cheap. I honestly think it has a very futuristic feel. It's very, very lightweight. It doesn't feel like it's super fragile or anything, but overall it's just a very simple body. Now, in terms of the hardware of the clock, on the right side of the clock, you're going to have a button that allows you to change the time, right? There's a little display on the front of the clock that allows you to see what time it is. And then on the left side of the clock, you're gonna have a button that allows you to change the brightness of the clock. So this is super useful. I don't want a super, super bright light blaring in my eyes when I'm going to bed. So you can actually turn it pretty low to where you barely even see it if there's a little bit of light in the room. Now, you've also got 4 buttons on the front. On the left, you have the ability to turn the light on and off. In the middle, you're gonna have the buttons that are gonna allow you to dim or brighten the light, and there's 10 different settings on there. Or if you're setting the clock, it's actually gonna allow you to change the time on the clock as well. And then on the right side, you have the ability to turn on your alarm, or obviously you can turn it off as well. And then there's one more feature which I actually just found about as I was putting together this review, which is if your alarm is going off, you can actually tap the top of the alarm clock and it's gonna snooze it for 9 minutes. And so I'm against snooze. I've never ever used that, but I just found that out. So that is a very interesting way to allow you to hit the snooze button in the morning. So overall, in terms of design of the alarm clock, it is very, very simple, right? It's not too difficult of an interface. You've got the buttons on the side that allow you to change brightness and time, and then you've got a very, very simple layout of turning on and off the light, changing the time or changing the brightness, and then also turning your alarm on or off. Now let's talk pros and cons, right? I will preface this by saying I've never used another wake-up light before, but I am so impressed with this wake-up light. I probably will never be switching. So if we're talking pros, first of all, it is an amazing thing to be able to wake up in the morning and have your room fully lit. Right? I'm not a fan of waking up when it's dark and then you turn the light on, your eyes are so heavy and you can't see anything. So it's super easy to just roll over, turn off my alarm and have that room well lit so I can go and turn on another lamp and then my eyes are already somewhat adjusted when I wake up in the morning. So another pro would be the battery life of this alarm clock. Now it is hardwired in, but in terms of the actual life of the LEDs in the light itself, I've read that they can last up to 16,000 hours. Now, I don't know how true that is because that's a lot of time, but I've been using this pretty much every single day for about 4 years now, and I've had no problems with the light itself. Another pro, I have seen that other alarm clocks that use light actually only have like 4 to 7 or 4 to 8 settings. And so every time the light gets a little brighter, it's a very quick switch. Whereas this one actually has a really, really slow fade when you use the alarm itself. And so it's not just gonna like have levels, but it's actually gonna slowly build up from nothing until it is at full brightness. So it's a very smooth transition to that full brightness. And then for me, honestly, some people may see this as a con. I see it as a pro. It's very, very simple. You got 4 buttons on the front, 2 buttons on the side, and then the legendary snooze button. But besides that, it's not gonna, challenge people who aren't very technically savvy. It's very, very straightforward, and there's not a lot of features, but at the same time, again, that's a good thing because we're keeping it simple. Now let's talk cons. So some people may find it a con that there aren't a lot of features. Some of the higher priced items on Philips website and other wake up lights have a lot more features, such as different sounds, such as the radio, plugging into a charger and being able to charge your phone. So this isn't gonna have any of that. This is just gonna be your bare necessity alarm clock that's gonna be pretty simple to operate. Another con, and this is something I hear a lot from people who use this product, is that it has a pretty obnoxious alarm. And I'll play that for you right now. And so you actually can't change the volume of this alarm, which could definitely be a con. What I do to change that is I actually have my phone alarm go off a minute before this goes off. And so I wake up to a very peaceful tone from my phone alarm, which is across the room. And then usually I'll just turn this off before it even goes off in the morning. I'll get up, turn my phone off, and start my day. But if that doesn't work, then the alarm will go off. I'll already be awake, so I can just turn it off and start my day. Another con for this is gonna be the fact that if the power does flicker off for even if it's a split second, so even if I just unplug this and plug it back in, you do lose all your settings. So it's gonna go back, so your alarm won't go off. And again, a great way to just avoid this being an issue is to set a second alarm on your phone, so that if for some reason the power goes out, if for some reason you lose your settings, you're not gonna sleep in or oversleep, but you are gonna have your phone alarm, which is gonna help you wake up. But that's it, guys. Honestly, very, very simple product. I wanted to keep this straight to the point because of just how simple this product is and how incredible it's been. I would 100% recommend that if you don't have a wake-up light, that you look into buying one, even if it isn't this one. Again, if you do want to pick this one up, you can check the link in the bio to grab yours. Again, only $39.95 on Amazon, and it's a great addition to the morning because it honestly does help with your energy. I've had a few nights where I've been traveling or where the power has gone out and I haven't woken up to a fully lit room, and it's been a little more difficult to get going. And so it's a really nice thing to have this in my room, to wake up to a fully lit room and to be able to start the day with that tone. So I want to know, which wake up light do you currently have? And if you don't have one, what is stopping you from getting one? Because they are incredible and I'm just interested in knowing. But besides that, again, we're keeping this short and sweet. I appreciate you guys a ton. Remember, check the links in the bio for any descriptions. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you leave a comment answering that question that I just asked. And besides that, I'll see you in the next video. Let's go.